Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti's. I'm with my coworker Jason, and we are at his raised beds that he is putting out. He is growing a huge raised bed garden this year, and he's inspired us. And we're all talking about victory gardens too, so it's all a good thing for everybody. We wanted to talk about soil and the soils that you add to raised garden bed, and you have a lot of options. But I should say, before you start your soils, it's a really good idea to think about how you are going to suppress the lawn and the possible weeds that are underneath these raised beds. So Jason and I had talked about, hey, should I spray it with an herbicide? And I was like, no, let's try just suppressing it. Yeah. And so there's lots of things that you can use, everything from sheets of wet newspaper. You can just put that right down in the bottom of the beds. You can also use like a weed barrier fabric. You can put that down nicely. And actually, Jason, there's a few spaces just under his boards here that he's gonna kind of staple the weed barrier in the boards and then kind of lay it out so the sides are totally covered, right? So we'll show some of that as well later. But as far as soil goes, so you've taken care of your grass and or possible weeds that are down here. Soil mixture. So Jason got on this website. It's called?
It's gardeners.com. Okay. It gives you a very, very accurate calculation of how much you're going to need. And it also gives you options as far as rectangular, square, or circle shapes.
Nice.
So that you can figure out, no matter how you want to do it, you can figure out pretty accurately how much you need.
Yeah, how much soil you're going to need. So all you had to do is put in your measurements, and boom, we got a number. Okay, so for a 4 by 10 by 12, how much was that?
That is 1.5 cubic yards.
Okay, so that's quite a bit.
It's
so
a chunk.
Yeah, so it's usually about 35,
27 bags.
Oh, 27 bags?
Yep.
Like Petitti's planting mix, 27 bags. Wow, okay, I just ripped that. That's okay, it's gonna get used. So we were talking about when you get started, it's very expensive if you're going to use bagged product, of course, and we want you to use very good growing soil, but in the bottom half to the bottom third of the raised beds, it's probably best if you just use like a topsoil, right? So a good draining topsoil, that's really a good thing. Watch out for your fill dirts and those types of things. They can contain a lot of different materials in them, so just be aware of that. And then the second half of that, if you're growing organically, if you've kind of made that your prerogative, your commitment to it, and you started organic seeds and you used organic seed starting soil and all that kind of stuff, we'd highly recommend the Espoma raised bed garden soil. This is a new product for them, but Espoma products are fantastic. We recommend them a lot, and this would be a great soil to use in that raised bed.
Absolutely.
We also talk about our planting mixes. Again, planting mix is a mixture of compost and peat, and it has a good drainage to it. So this would work out very, very nicely. You could use sweet peat as well. We like sweet peat around this area because our soils end up being fairly acidic, and sweet peat is slightly basic, so it kind of balances things out in this area. So we could use this for a top dressing. We could use this in that top half of the raised bed mix as well. Compost and manure, those are things that are readily available out there too. So a combination of any, if you wanted to use the two organics, that would work out just fine as well. Okay, so we'll have to see what Jason decides on here in a little bit, but we need 1.5 cubic yards. Okay, very good. Okay, thanks so much. Enjoy.